Well, hello and welcome again to another Heart to Heart Talk with me. I'm John Kuert, the interim pastor at First Assembly in Newcastle. And thanks for stopping by. Maybe you didn't quite recognize me like this. It's my day off. And so this is what I kind of look like on my day off. And I thought, I'm not getting dressed up. I'm just going to come as I am. And here I am. So, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. And I hope that what I have to share today will inspire you and be a blessing to you. All of us have a day off, and you might say, "Well, you're retired, aren't you? Every day's a day off." Let me tell you, I am more busy now since I retired than I was before. And I'm having a great time, but I'm very, very busy. And one of the things that I do are these uh, impromptu devotionals. Well, not so impromptu necessarily, but nevertheless, bringing to you these thoughts and devotionals every day. And so, we all deserve a day off, right? That's true. But one thing we don't deserve to take a day off from, and that is our Christian testimony or our Christian lives. We have to be consistent. I was reading an article recently about what are the core Christian values. And this particular article mentioned three. The first one was generosity. That's a very core Christian value of being kind and unselfish toward others, and especially with our money and our time, being generous, just like God has been very, very generous with each and every one of us. Courage was another value, which is, I suppose, be characterized by boldness or confidence, courage, having courage in our Christian walk. And last, of course, most important, all the time, is love. Love is the fundamental characteristic of who God is, and it's a value that is to describe His children as well. And so, there are obviously many, many more Christian values. But what I would like to talk about is today is that we can't take a day off from any of the Christian values. We can't take a day off from our Christianity. I mean, yes, we all have a day off, including pastors, and we look like this on our day off. But we need to be consistent as Christians. And we need to exemplify those Christian values, those core Christian values, all the time. We can't just say, "Well, today I'm not going to do that." That's wrong. We need to be consistent. You can't take a day off from your devotions. You need to have a time where you get alone with God. You get into the Word. You pray. You can't take a day off from that. You can't take a day off from being a Christian witness and say, "Well, I'm not going to, be a testimony today. I'm just not going to let my light shine today." No, he didn't say, "Well, you can take a day off from letting your light shine." No, he said, "Don't hide your light under a bushel. Let your light shine." And implied in that is that we need to let our light shine consistently, all the time. And so that is in itself a core Christian value, and that is being consistent. One of the things that, as you look back on the history of Israel, they were so inconsistent. They were up and down, off and on again. And that's, I think, what uh, caused God to become angry with them, because they were not faithful. when as long as God was doing things for them and everything was going their way, well, then they were going to be on board. But as soon as something happened, they were complaining and murmuring, and they were talking about their leadership, and they were just, God called them stiff-necked people. And I think that's a very appropriate term for them and for us sometimes, because stiff neck, when you have a stiff neck, you can't look up, you can't look down, you can't look around, you can't, and I think that's a good description of us when we're being inconsistent. We're stiff necked. We don't look up to God and remember who He is and all that He's done for us. We don't look around and we don't look behind us to see all the blessings in the past that God has given to us. We don't look down inwardly as like maybe we're part of the problem. We're just stiff-necked. And, God was not pleased with Israel when they were like that. And eventually, that up and down, off and on again relationship, that inconsistent attitude that Israel had, caused them to ultimately have to face judgment from God. We don't want to have that. We don't want to be facing judgment. So the key is for us to be consistent, to be faithful. That's another great word, faithful. That's another core value. And so let's do that. Let's be consistent. And let's live our lives each and every day. Let's not necessarily be up and down, even though we will have our down times, maybe. But don't turn off your Christianity. Just live your life for the Lord Jesus and love Him with all of your heart and mind and soul and strength. That's what Jesus said we should do. And let's just keep on doing that each and every day. And when we don't feel like it, we feel like taking a day off from that, well, then just ask Him for help and for strength to carry through and to be faithful and to be consistent. Well, there's my day off message for you. Although, here I am. This is supposed to be my day off, but here I am sharing with you today. So there you have it. Anyway, I hope you have a great day today, and I hope you have a great week ahead. This is Monday, and it's the beginning of the week, but I hope that you have a great day and a great week this coming week. And of course, today, this Monday, really is a day off for all of us. It's a holiday, Labor Day, but nevertheless, I hope that you will be blessed this day and throughout this coming week. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, God bless and have a beautiful time with your family today. God bless.